What's going on, YouTube? Flight Simulation Experience back for another stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, sir. This is going to be a good one. Looking forward to this stream. Looking forward to these two legs we're going to be on today. Sitting here on the ground in Key West, and as we can see, we do have some weather in the area. It's a little stormy out here, to be honest. I've been seeing some lightning. Been loaded in the sim for about 15 minutes, and there's just been lightning everywhere. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. You could take a pan the camera around here, just take a look. Excuse me. Yeah, we have some ominous how do you call them? Ominous cumulonimbus. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that word. Cumulonimbus clouds. The storm clouds are pretty much at every direction, it looks like. So we might be in for some weather today, that's for sure. But yeah, sitting here on the ground, Key West, first leg, heading on over to Miami International. Some beautiful scenery there. And by the way, this is Orbix scenery. This is Key West by Orbix. Beautiful scenery done. Beautiful rendition. And yeah, I really dig it. Sitting here, I think this is parking gate 2. This is 1. This is like the biggest parking space they have. So let's go ahead and cut that. We'll go ahead and turn our sounds up for, as you can hear, our winds. We do have some winds, so it's going to be probably a sporty takeoff, that's for sure. Luckily, we don't have that full of a flight. I think we're only going to be about 75% filled up, as this runway is pretty short. So yeah. Beautiful rendition of this airport. You can see the FedEx trucks here, Customs and Border Protection here. We're going to be, GSX will be taking passengers from here that I've created a little path walkway for them to come up over here into the aircraft. So, yeah, we're going to be on VATSIM today. We do have Center online. We don't have any ground or control or departures or arrivals for or clearance for this airport. Excuse me. Give me one sec. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be on Unicom 122.8, and we're going to take off. I believe runway 9 is what we're scheduled for. Let's take a look at what SimBrief gave us. So we're going to go to Navgraph. Let's go to Upload Import from SimBriefs, and Key West to Miami. We'll go ahead and click that. And here's our path here. So we're definitely direct Carnu. So we'll vector ourselves to Carnu. And then once we get maybe 10,000 feet or something, we'll get in on Center. We'll tune into Center, and we'll just say with you, and then hopefully they'll give us some they'll control us from there. So yeah, we'll see how it works, but we are planning departure 9, I believe. And as you can see, look at the winds here, 23 knots. So it is definitely, there's definitely some weather here, that is no doubt. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at this again. It's just absolutely beautiful. Definitely got some waves coming in. The winds are definitely howling today. You can hear it in the simulator. Turn some of those sounds up. So yeah, first leg, there was some lightning. So first leg is to Miami, and then from Miami, we're flying down to Cancun. Excuse me, not Cancun, Cozumel International Airport. And there's some freeware down there. Some beautiful freeware. Some very good freeware. So we're going to go and check that out as well. So without further ado, I appreciate you all coming on board today and watching the streams. So let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit, get this guy programmed, rocking and rolling off to Miami. It's a quick flight to Miami. I think it's only, let's take a look at what our schedule is for. We're scheduled for an hour of block time, and the air time is, what is the air time? Let's see. I forgot to generate the flight plan. Let's do that. All right, so we are 65 passengers. Yeah, we're pretty light today. 28 minutes of air time, 56 minutes of block time. Okay, so 56 block, 28 air. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is jumping into the cockpit, I'm going to try to remember to start the block time on our first officer, and then we're going to do the actual flight time. See how close SimBrief will get us, how close we can get to SimBrief's calculations with that. So without further ado, the first officer was kind enough to establish initial power into the aircraft, so we appreciate that. So let's head on upstairs from this point, and let's go ahead and set our adheres. Right adhere to nav, left adhere to nav. We're going to check our flaps, make sure those are all green. Beautiful. We're going to come on down here. We're going to set this to APU, and then we'll probably just set this auxiliary bat. All this can stay where it's at. All this can stay where it's at. Fuel pumps, all that can stay off. And all this can stay where it's at. We're definitely on ground power. Beautiful. All these are closed. Now coming here, probably don't need any lights at this point. Emergency exit lights are armed. We're going to go ahead and turn our chimes on. These guys are all going to stay the same. Hydraulics are going to stay the same. Don't need anti-ice. Our window heats and all that, don't need that. Duct pressure. Recert fans are in the auto position. Packs are off. Isolation valve is open. And the engine bleeds can go off right now. As for SimBrief, our cruise flight today is... SimBrief has given us 17,000, which sounds about right to me. Yeah, that sounds about right because it's such a short leg. So we'll plug in 17,000. The airport sits at about 3 feet, so we'll plug in 50 there. And the overhead is good for right now. We'll come on over here, and let's just turn some stuff down. VORs can go to the off position. VOR here can go to the off position. We can go ahead and turn some of these lights down a little bit. Let's go ahead and turn this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, a little bit. And parking brake needs to be set. We're going to go ahead and do a check on our throttle. See, that's good that we checked that. It's good that we checked that because I forgot to do the setting. So that's why we check. So let's go over here. Let's go to this guy. And we need to be on this guy here. Let's go to apply, save. Sometimes it bugs out. We can retract those flaps back and click on that. So what happens is you kind of have to do this, I believe. Kind of have to move it forward. There it goes. Beautiful. So now we have control. All right, so we have our alarm. Beautiful. Speed brake is retracted. Park brake is set. Let's check our fire. Beautiful. And let's come on over here and check our oxygen. And we have oxygen. Beautiful. Let's check first officers. And we can see it light up there. Beautiful. And his lights can come down a little bit as well. It's PFD. Scroll this guy down, scroll this guy down, and scroll that guy down. Okay, beautiful. At this point now, let's go ahead and fire up the APU. APU's now on the up and up, hopefully. And let's go to menu. Let's go to... I actually want to check something. PMDG, options, performance. Let's go to simulation. And IRS are set to realistic, which is what I want. And then service-based failures are set to on. And then I actually want to go to aircraft failures, all systems, random. And I don't know why all failures are not turned on. Random failures, all items, yes. Events per hour, we could just leave it as whatever. Limited events, no, execute that. So now we're going to return. And we're going to return. And now let's actually go to the menu page again. And let's go to FS Actions, doors, which both our doors are open. And fuel. Now let's take a look at how much fuel we need, which is definitely not very much fuel. If we go to our block fuel today, 14,118 pounds. We're going to do 14,200 pounds just to make it an even number. And we're good there. Let's go to our payload. And zero fuel is 97,675. So we're going to do 90, just to make it a little bit more, because this is super light. We'll make it 98,000 pounds. So just to make it an even number. So 98,000 pounds, which is 98.0. Plug that in there. That gives us a load level of 49. So we're definitely going to be, you know, airborne within 5 seconds. This thing is going to fly out of here like a rocket ship. This is the lightest I've ever had this aircraft. And according to SimBrief, it was 97,675. So we put a little bit more. We put a couple 100 pounds more. That's 4 in first class, 51 in economy. It's only half a flight full, as you can see. All right, cool. Now let's go to return. APU is probably ready to go. It is. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. Turn the sounds up just a little bit. And let's go ahead and turn on the APU bleed. And what is the temperature in here right now? Okay, so we're still waiting on this guy to establish. Let's come on down to fuel, payload, doors. All right, so all these are taken care of. Now let's go to FMC. Let's go to index. Let's go to pause init. And let's check our routing here. First, we're at Key West. So we're going to go to Key West. And we're going to plug that in there. We didn't get that in right. Key West. Plug that in there. Still waiting on the GPS. It says align. Okay. We'll wait a little bit longer for that. While we're waiting for that, we'll just go ahead and plug in what the coordinates are with the airport, which is here, and we'll plug that in there just to keep things moving. And we're going down to Miami KMIA. We're going to plug that in there. Flight number is AMX 725. Aeromexico 725. AMX 725. We're going to plug that in there. Flight plan, we don't have it in, so we're going to enter it in manually. We're going to come on down here to 09er, and it's going to be direct to Carnu. So we're going to go to route. Direct to Carnu. Plug that in there. And from Carnu, we're going direct to our arrival. So we don't need to plug this in manually because once we go to our arrivals page, we'll first plan for the ILS 08 right, which is the first one. ILS 08 right, glide slope is on. And then we're going to go to the Sandbird 3, I believe it's called. So we'll go ahead down here and go to the Sandbird 3. So Sandbird 3, no transition, and we'll execute that. And we'll go to our legs page, and we'll just plug in that there, execute that. And we will just double check that we're all connected. That's the approach, I believe. Yep, it is. Okay, so we'll go to legs, and now we're all set up to go with our legs. Our waypoints, that is. At this point now, let's go back to init-ref. Let's go to index, pause init. And there we have our coordinate there. Finally, it populated. We're going to hit that. We're going to go route. And then we're good there. Okay, so we have our legs in. At this point now, we can... I know this trim is going to be in the 5 range, so let's just pull this back. Okay, so we can remove the ground power unit. Let's come on downstairs here. Let's plug him on FMC, index. Let's actually go to menu and let's go to FS Action, ground services. We'll keep it on ground services. We can remove the ground power. Now we can pretty much call up GSX. We're ready for our passengers to board the airplane. So let's go to GSX. And let's go to request boarding.
Boarding request. Do you want to board crew?
Nope. Because we're already on board here. Alright, there we are. And hopefully PAC-X will not give us an error. Hopefully we can get PAC-X in. So let's do PAC-X at about...
Passengers boarding
60 is about where we're at. Yep, it's giving me the same thing. PAC-X was unable to connect to your simulator. Please make sure no X is the same thing. Yesterday, maybe it's just the stream. I don't know. Because yesterday it was working great. Like, it had no issues. Simulator error connection. Yesterday had no issues whatsoever. I used it 4 times yesterday. No problems. Started up every time. I don't know. Maybe it's some with it's causing issues with the software. With I don't know. It's just irritating. I mean, we can go here. We can go to Task Manager. And maybe if we go to where it's running here, FSU IPC. CD. Where are you, FSU IPC? Where are you? I don't see it. Let's go to performances, services. All these say running. FSU IPC. Soft Flight Simulator. There it is, running.
Good evening, ma'am.
Now, if I end the task, I bet you it's going to eliminate the Kustau GSX. Let's do it. Screw it. End process.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Welcome aboard.
Okay, here it is. Extract. Extract. Not seeing the runner. Huh. Where the hell is it? It's FSU IPC. It's extracted. Maybe if we go to FSU IPC app. No, that's not it either. I mean, it's somewhere here. FSU IPC 7. There we go. What about this? Obviously, is already installed on your system. This must be uninstalled before you can continue. Note that. Okay. No, I don't want to uninstall it. Okay, we're already loaded up and ready to go. So sorry, not using PackX. Sorry, you failed today. Okay, cool. Let's now go to, what do we need to do? We need now to, so we got definitely behind because that stupid program. Let's go to departures, init-ref. Now we're gonna take our payload, which is this, is 98. So we're gonna go back to init-ref. We're gonna plug in 98.0. We're gonna plug that in there in our reserves. We still got our outside baggage crew loading up. So now we're going to go to our reserves page and we're going to look up our FinRes, which is this 4.3, well, we'll put 4.1 is fine. Plug that into our reserves. Cost index is 17. We'll bump it up to 20. Actually, let's do 25. And 17,000 is our cruise. Actually, just 170. 17,000 average wind component at the, whoop. Average wind, top of climb wind 122 at 19. Plug that in there. 18,000 is transition in the US. And we're going to go ahead and we're not going, we'll derate the climb, but we're not derating the takeoff. We need all the power we can get. Flaps 5, CG at 4.7, beautiful. It's about right there. And then V1 111. Rotate is 112, V2 124, so 112, so I'd say 122, 112 plus 10, 122, and flight director left and right side, boom, initial climb up to 11,000 feet, go ahead and remove that, and we're just about ready to go. Now, here's an issue. Where is this page? Where's that page? That's why. Okay, I was about to say, what the... It's like, really? Do I need any more problems? Okay, there we go there. Just waiting for our crew outside to complete. Got some beautiful FPS right now. Kind of hazy here still. Let's now go ahead and connect to VATSIM. And let's see if we even have... Actually, let's connect the LMR as well. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and fire that up. And let's go ahead and go to VATSIM. And we now need to file our flight plan. Let's go ahead and connect and file the flight plan. Let's go. We can go to the flight plan. Where can we go to the flight plan? Oh, that's right. So let's go to PDF. And let's just plug in. So we're just direct Carnu and then the Cyber 3 arrival. Beautiful. Move this. Go ahead and paste that. File the flight plan. There it is. Miami Center's on. New York Center's on. Okay, so let's see what we could check into. If we go to VATSIM, yeah, there's definitely weather in this area, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm the only one here at Key West, and we've got quite a few people heading into Miami. That's cool. All right. We'll just roll with the punches. I'm sure we'll make some mistakes, but it's all gravy. All right, so we are pretty much ready to rock and roll. Let's now come on upstairs here, and let's go ahead and tune in to Unicon 122.8. And let's go ahead and turn a little bit of sounds up in my ear. Okay. So now we don't need a pushback because we're just firing up the engines right here. So let's go ahead and go to fuel pumps to the on position. Let's remove this. Hydraulics can go to the on position as well. Packs are in the off position. Engine number 2 over to ground power. Let's make sure the door outside closed. Did. Start valve is open. N2 is on the rise. Wait for 20 and introduce. Ask the crew outside to please remove the chocks. Thank you. Chocks removed. Some weather over there. Anti-collision light on. Let's come on down here and let's turn on TA. We're going to go ahead and squawk 2000 for right now. They'll give us a squawk. Hopefully, if we can get some ATC, we'll go ahead and plug that. Ident that. Okay. Good start at engine number 1. Engine number 2. Engine number 1 over to ground power. Start valve is open. N2 is on the rise. %. We'll introduce fuel. Alright, so more than likely we're going to be on Miami Center, which is going to be, let's frequency here. Miami Center 135175. 135175. So come on down here, get that set up. Always get ahead of the flight. 135175. 135175, beautiful. Good start on engine number 1, engine number 2. Both engines going into the continuous. We're going to go ahead and swap over power. Beautiful. Seatbelt signs on, should have been on. Packs, auto. Isolation valve, auto. Engine bleeds on. APU bleed off. APU coming off. Come on upstairs. I don't know what the temperature is here. 28 degrees Celsius. We don't need window, but we definitely need these guys. Probe heats. Yacht Amper come to the on position. Check Gen 2 400. Beautiful. And Gen 1 400. We'll keep it there. Let's go ahead and recall check. Beautiful. RTO on our brake. We're going to flaps 5 for departure today. Auto throttle is going to the arm position. We are set to 4.7 on our trim. This guy's all set up. Flaps are coming out. Beautiful. Taxi light coming to the on position. And we're looking pretty good. Let's do a quick flight control check. I'm going to come on over here to SYS. Left, right, elevator up and down, rudder left and right, brake check. Beautiful. ENG page, set our altimeter to 997. Park brakes going off. Ready for taxi. Turn the sounds down just a little bit here. Oh, looks like we have a Delta plane there. Let's take a look at our charts. Key West traffic, Aeromexico 725, taxiing via Alpha to runway 9 for departure. Key West traffic. Beautiful. Made our advisory. Gotta remember, we are very light today. Cool. I didn't know Delta could levitate like that. That's dope. Delta is levitating, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you, what are you doing? All right, let's get the runway turn off so we're out of the taxi area. It is very hazy. Let's go ahead and turn on FS Realistic.
FS Realistic connected.
And let's go ahead and sync our heading bug just to runway, because we're probably going to, we're not going to make that quick left turn immediately. So we'll sync it with the runway heading. Let's actually take a look at what runway heading is.
US traffic, number 841 Delta Echo, taxi on runway 9 via Alpha.
Alright, I need to turn him down. Oh, we got a little small, little commuter plan, little, what is that, a Baron or something? Alright, so let's go to VATSIM, let's go to settings, let's go to audio. That's just way too loud for me. And turn it down a little bit. Super cool. I think this is a Baron or a, I don't know. I should slow down. Don't want to get too close to him. Recall checked. Alright, let's see here. What else do we need to do? Don't need windshield wipers. This is all set up. Let's go to VNAV and heading. That's what I was going to do. Let's go to our departure page here, and the runway heading is 903. So we're going to go ahead and plug in 903 here. 903 here. And most importantly, we're going to plug in 903 in this guy. There we have it. And folks, from the flight deck, we're number 2 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. All right. So far, so good. Seems like we got a
Key West traffic number 841 Delta Echoes departing runway 9.
have a good flight.
Like it.
Kind of just did that just to make sure that other people could hear me. But I do wish him to have a good flight as well. All right. We'll go ahead and hold short. We'll give him the courtesy of about 2.5 minutes. And it is hazy. All right, parking brake is set. Landing light's going to come to the on position. Let's take a look at him. There he goes. All right, don't really have to worry too much about any kind of weight turbulence here, so we're going to definitely go ahead and line ourselves up. QS traffic, Aeromexico 725, lining up runway 9 for departure. All right, let's get fully lit up here. Probably don't need this guy on. Call checked. This guy's going to RTO. I totally forgot block time. It's all right. Try to remember on the next one. Runway 9 confirmed. Clear to the left. Got to really take advantage of all this runway here. And we have rain. All right, so we're gonna do full power. We're gonna hold the brakes, full power, and then we're gonna release. It's getting a little dark in here. So I'm gonna turn on some lights. Joystick cam's going on. Altimeter has been reset to 300 from 299.7. Recall check one more time, beautiful. And let's go to, what are we doing? Side stick pressure down. Throttle's up to 40. Toga. And release. And power set.
Airspeed's wide.
Check.
Gain on.
Neutral.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of
Can
climb.
feel those winds. Gear up. Pull our flight directors. Oh boy, is it windy. Woo! The speed oscillations are very intense. Flaps 2. Climb power's in, pitch down. Lights off. Recall checked. Very bumpy. 20 degrees, let's try to hold it there. Lock to gear. Auto brake set to off. Flaps 1. .195 flaps clean. Look at the wings bobbing and weaving. All right, let's pitch down 10 degrees for climb. Let's go left turn. 060. Actually, let's take it up to 0. Let's go to 030. Hopefully we'll get out of the soup soon here. Beautiful. Finally getting out of some of this shitty air. Just keep following the flight directors. Autopilot's going on. Direct to Carnu. Legs. Boom, boom. Execute. LNAV. Pick on up to 17,000. Altitude intervention. Wow, it is bumpy. Wing lights coming off. Steady. Recall checked. Lights coming off. Flight attendants, please remain in your seats to pass 10,000. Thank you. 10,000 feet over to the off position for engine start selections and as well as landing lights to the opposition. Anti-collision can stay on. So we're top of climb like in a couple minutes here. Wow, what a bumpy departure. All right, joystick cam's going off. We may have just lost ATC. Yep, we did. We just lost ATC. So no ATC, and we don't have any Miami ATC as well, so we have nothing. Okay. We'll stay on advisory unless somebody pops up. Actually, Miami Tower just came on. Beautiful. So we have no center. Ground is, we have Florida ground. No, that's not right. Miami. Oh, so we have Miami ATIS. Plug into the ATIS here. See if we can hear anything. So Miami ATIS is 135. No, that's not it. 119, 150. Miami ATIS, 119, 150. Thousand-foot call.
Ceiling 14,000 broken. 25,000 over test. Temperature 31. 2.23. Altimeter 3002. Approach is
3002.
being conducted to power converging and intersecting runways. Arrivals expect ILS runway 8 right, runway 9er, runway 12, area navigation or GPS approach runway 8 left. LDA runway 1.
All right, let's turn that off. We're at cruise. We're going to be starting to descent shortly. Let me go ahead and get something real quick. Okay, 17,000 feet. Let's come on over here, make sure we have pressurized, which we have. Beautiful. Let's go ahead to speed intervention. Increase the speed to about 290. Let's actually turn down the turbulence a little bit here. It's quite loud. Okay. Let's go back to this guy and let's listen.
Niner to hold short of runway 12 is 975 VEROFT period. If Una to hold short MTFY approach on initial contact or ASAP notices to air mission. Numerous cranes vicinity airport. Check current NOTAM. Operate trans-west mode C on taxiways and runways. Bird activity vicinity airport. Hazardous weather information from MEA area available from ATC. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Command error in phoneme. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Miami International Airport ATIS information echo.
Okay, I just got a funny message from Fatsim and he's totally right. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, let me go back to flight plan here. Yeah, I'm in the Middle East. Nah, I'm not, dude. Wow. Key West. I forgot to make that change. That's fucking hilarious. To KMIA. Ooh. Wow, flight plan. LOL. Oops. Sorry. Plan filed. Alright, so we're coming up to top of descent pretty soon here. Let's go ahead and just drop him to, I'd say, 8. And let's listen to this guy again.
Check current NOTAM. Operate trans-west mode C on taxiways and runways. Bird activity vicinity airport. Hazardous weather information from MEA area available from ATC. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Command error in phoneme. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo.
Echo.
Miami International Airport ATIS information echo 1653 Zulu special. Wind 080 at 17. Visibility 7. Few clouds at 3,600. Ceiling 14,000 broken. 25,000 over test. Temperature 31. 2.23. Altimeter 3002. Approach is being conducted to power converging and intersecting runways. Arrivals expect ILS runway 8 right, runway 9er, runway 12, area navigation or GPS approach runway 8 left.
For 8 right, I believe.
LDA runway 12 to hold short of runway 9er is 810 VEROFT period.
Yeah, we're planning for 8
LDA
right.
runway 9er to hold short of runway 12 is 975 VEROFT period. If Una to hold short MTFY approach on initial contact
right.
or ASAP notices to air mission. Numerous cranes vicinity airport. Check current NOTAM. Operate trans-west mode C on taxiways and runways. Bird activity vicinity airport. Hazardous weather information from MEA area available from ATC. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions.
Alright, let's
and
go
assigned
to,
altitude.
so we have echo. Let's go ahead
Command
and
error in
118.3.
Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Miami International Airport ATIS information echo 1653 Zulu.
Alright, so 118.3, 122.8. So we can stay on advisory for right now. 122.8, 118.3 is Miami Tower. 118.3, beautiful. Let's go ahead and plug that in. And let's actually take a look at where they are. Let's go and take a look. Alright, so we got Miami Tower on board. And we don't have anything out. So once we hit in there, so basically once we get to approach, we're going to go ahead and ask for the clearance. Let's actually listen, see if we can hear anything. So we're on descent. Things are happening very quickly. So let's go into init ref. We're definitely going to be doing the flaps 30 for arrival. And we definitely need to take a look at the weather here on what Navigraph says. Miami weather. Okay, so it's quite some winds. As we can see, visibility 7, we have some clouds. And it is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Altimeter 3002 as what the ATIS just reported. So let's go ahead and plug in our 17 correction. 122, we'll plug that in there with a 17 correction. Plug that in there. And 110.3 and 92. Go ahead and activate that. 110.3. ILS 110.3, ILS 110.3. ILS 110.3, 92 is already plugged in. Actually, it's 93. 92, beautiful. Let's go ahead and sync this guy. And let's come on down here to our minimums, which according to this is... let's go to airports. Let's go to select 08 right, I believe is what we want. And we want ILS 08 Romeo on final. Beautiful. We're going to take this and 110.392, that all checks out. It is ILS, so we want 442 on our minimums. Radial altimeter, what was it again? 442? 442. And 442. Okay, radial altimeter is 442. Let's go ahead and sync our bug as well. In the path, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and let this do its thing. It's dropping us to 2. It wants us, yeah, it really wants us to slow down. Let's go ahead and pull some speed brakes out. .3. Let's just double check. All right, Miami Tower's 118.3. Okay, we'll go ahead and retract those guys. 10,000 feet. Engine mode selector is the on position. Landing lights coming to the on position. Actually, let's keep this guy on. Let's go ahead and drop to approach. Approach altitude is... What is the approach altitude here? Let's see. $3,000. So we'll go ahead and drop to 3. So far, so good. Let's come on up, look at our checklist here. Landing altitude is 9, so we're good on that. Recalled has been checked. And auto brake set to medium. VREF minimums are in. Minimums are right here, 442, and the approach is 117, 122 with a 17 correction, and approach briefing is complete. Altimeter's 3002. We'll go ahead and plug that in now. There it is there now, 3002, beautiful. And engine mode selectors are in the continuous position. That has been confirmed. Speed brake is going to go to the arm position right now. And we're looking good. Let's take a look at where we are on the VATSIM chart here. We are getting very close to towers frequency. Turn some of these sounds down a little bit. Here's the Everglades, beautiful. See some of the trees and lush is starting to render into the sim. Looks like we got a little bit of smoother air now. Okay, gonna keep close eye. Let's actually take a look at traffic. We don't have traffic in the area. Let me take a look at the VATSIM map here. I'm not seeing any traffic around us, so that's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to report on the ILS 08 right once we're actually on the ILS 08 right. ILS 08 Romeo. So right about here, once we get to leg, we pretty much want to make a call. Alright, so let's go to this guy here. So that leg we should be at about 4,000. We're decelling here. Just double check the frequency on tower. 118.3 and 118.3. There we have localizer in. All right, we're going to decel now. I mean, just look at this, man. Look at this simulator. Holy shit. It's absolutely stunning. Miami Tower, Aeromexico 725, lining up for the ILS runway 08 right.
Yeah, last aircraft calling. Miami Tower stepped away for a moment.
Okay, copy that. Switch over to advisory, Aeromexico 725.
See ya.
Alright, so we'll go to advisory. Let's go to flaps 1. 122.8. Miami traffic, Aeromexico 725, lining up for landing at runway 08 right. Alright, fully lit up here, lit up here. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing, thank you. Alright, there's our glide slope. So, probably want to arm the approach. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go to flaps 2. Miami traffic, Aeromexico 725 on the ILS for 08 right. Gear down. Airplane's giving us a speed. Go to 170, flaps 5.
2500.
Did they just tell, is he calling me now? Just stepping away for a minute, okay? Let me just let him know I'm on advisory 122.8. Heads up. Alright. Thanks for the heads up. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna go now to 165, flaps 10. And let's actually go to final approach speed, which is what again? 122. So with the wind correction, let's plug about 135 in. You can hear that wind. Holy shit. Flash 15. One to 2.8. Make our final advisory call. Miami traffic, Aeromexico 725, short final, landing 08 right. Flash 25. Flaps 30. I'm definitely expecting a sporty arrival here. 1,000 feet stabilized. Miss approach altitude 3,000 set. Get fully lit up here. Let the crew know we're landing. Gear down 3 green, auto brake set to medium, flaps 30. Recall checked. Airplane's mine, let's do it. Joystick cam's going on. My airplane. Pappies look happy. 2 white, 2 red. Checks. My throttles. Okay, winds aren't nearly as bad as I thought.
Approaching minimum.
Let's drop that speed to 129.
500. Minimums.
Continue. Okay, I can feel the winds now.
300.
A little bit high.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Air Mexico 725, Miami Tower's trying to get a hold of you.
Okay, well, I'm on short final, bro. Like, alright, we got it. Okay, we'll switch over, thank you. Alright, so we will vacate right here. Let's go to Miami Tower. Yeah, dude, you're trying to call me. You're trying to notify me on short final? Dude, please. Come on, bro. Let's see where we vacated. Let's go ahead and stop the airplane right about here. Mike 9. And Miami Tower, Aeromexico 725 just vacated 08 right on Mike 9.
Air Mexico 725, Miami Tower, hello. I heard you tried to call me earlier. I had to step away for a minute. Sorry about that. Safe parking.
No worries. Stand by for parking, please. Thanks, Air Mexico 725. All right, so we're going to go. Let's make it easy. And Miami Tower, Aeromexico 725, we're going to be parking at Delta 39. Delta 39.
Roger that. Air Mexico 725, right turn Mike and left turn on November 8 to the right. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, so right on Mike and left on November into the gate. Thanks for the ATC, Aeromexico 725.
You're welcome, and it'll be left November 8.
Right on Mike, left on November 8 into Delta 39, Aeromexico 725. November 8. I don't understand what he means by that. I don't get that. Okay. Alright, let's come on over here. Let's go ahead and turn these guys to the opposition. Wing lights coming off. This guy's coming off. This guy's coming off. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. Flaps could be retracted. Remove this guy here. Beautiful Delta 39er. Okay, let's see. What else? This guy can come up. Recall check. Where are we at here? Delta 39. Delta 39. So let's actually get GSX. Oh, that's what he means. Ah, November. On November 8. I see. Okay. I see. Gotcha. How come that's not showing on this? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, we need to be out of this area here. And Delta 39 is right there. So let's go ahead and plug in Delta Gates 39 and Delta 39. Let's go ahead and plug in him. It's small. We could take that. Follow me car. Nope. And we want Aeromexico, but they don't have it here, so we'll just take American. It's fine. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and remove the lights so we don't blind those guys out there. Let's go ahead and swap over. These are going on. APU. Actually, let's keep the APU bleed off right now. Parking brake off. All right, we don't have our guy. He's probably behind the wall here. So we're going to eyeball it. A little bit more forward. Just a little bit. And there we have it, folks. Let's go ahead, set that parking brake. Parking brake is set and confirmed. And we can go ahead and shut engine number 2, engine number 1 off. Beautiful. Seatbelt signs going to the opposition. Can lift those guys up. Hydraulics going off. Fuel pumps to the off position. Yaw damper off. Keep this guy on APU. Bat 1 is fine here. Probe heat's going to the off position. Packs. What are we doing with packs? Packs going to the off position as well. These guys are going off. These guys are going off. And we are good to go. We're going to keep the airplane in a turnaround state as we have our next leg over to, let's go ahead and turn the joystick cam off as well. Our next leg over to, not Cancun, I keep saying Cancun, to Cozumel International Airport. So check out some Freeware scenery over there. Beautiful, absolutely awesome. See if we can see a little picture in from our lobby, our gate here. Super, super cool. All right, let's come on back inside here. Let's actually go to this guy, and let's now get GSX and request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Let's turn this guy down just a little bit. FS Realistic is... No, it's not FS Realistic doing that. Okay. And hopefully the jet bridge will... You see like a little like trains over here. This is some great scenery. I do like this scenery a lot. Alright, so it got it. Very nice. Alright, let's turn GSX down just a little bit. Alright. Well, there we have it. Let's come on over here.
Passengers boarding starting.
Let's say thank you to our passengers. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Sorry about the bumps there.
Bye, thank you for a
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day. Immersion to the fullest, folks. Immersion to the fullest. Thank you, folks. Appreciate you flying Aeromexico today. Thank you. Come see us again. All right, cool. As they deboard, we're just going to come on up over here, and we're just going to shut the airplane down as we're going to be sitting here for... no, we'll keep it in the turnaround state. We'll keep it right where it's at. What we could do, though, is we can turn off this guy, turn off this guy. We can disconnect from VATSIM as well. Let's go ahead and disconnect as we're going to file a flight plan to Cozumel. So I need to hit the restroom real quick.
Do you want to deboard crew? Folks, sorry about that. I had to use the restroom really, really bad. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn the sounds down here. And GSX is just about to be done. So we'll go ahead and turn that guy off. I'm going to step away for a few minutes, probably 2 to 3 minutes, and get prepped for our next flight into Cancun. Let me just find some beats while I get prepped for that. See you guys in a few minutes.
Miami Tower, good afternoon. American 2622 Heavy, we are established ILS 8 right.
American 2622 Heavy, Miami Tower, hello. The wind is 08017, runway 8 right, clear to land, altimeter 3002.
Land and Alpina 3602, American 2622.
All right, folks, we are back. Got everything set up, I believe. Getting all ready to head on vacation, that is. Take our passengers on their vacation to Cozumel, Mexico. We got a bunch of scuba divers on our plane today who all want to go down to Cozumel to do some wonderful scuba diving in the month of August. Full flight today. It's going to be a heavy one, but we got plenty of runway to work with, so don't have to worry about that. But we definitely still have some weather in the area, as we can see. So without further ado, let's go ahead. We still have tower online, which is great. So let's go ahead and drop the music a little bit. Let's turn this guy up a little bit. All right, let's get some sounds up here. Maybe that to about 40 is fine. Turn this guy up a little bit. Got some spirit. Very nice. Okay. Here we go for our second leg of the stream.
Miami Tower, Spirit Wings 981, requesting taxi with Romeo.
Jesus. It's kind of loud. Let me turn that down.
Spirit Wings 981, Miami Tower, runway 8 right, taxi by November 7, Mike, altimeter 3002.
Settings, audio.
Taxify November 7, Mike, for Spirit Wings 981.
Okay. It's a little bit better. Alright. Just about 61 is fine. Okay, let's come on upstairs here. And we are still in the nav position. Let's double check our flaps. Beautiful. And we're going to go. Where are we going here? Where are we going? I just want to make sure this guy's doing departures. I want to listen to this.
738 Miami Tower, hello. I need an odd altitude. You like flight level 2, correction, 270, flight level 290.
We'll take a 270, Delta 738.
Roger that. Delta 738 cleared to the Princess Juliana Airport by the Colada 2 departure. BITAC transition then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is offline. Squawk 1410.
This is the Princess Juliana International Airport via the Cal 2 departure, BITAC transition, flight plan route. Expect 5,000 feet as departure, expect 270 after 10 minutes. Departure is going to be offline, squawk 1410, and we have information Juliet on board, and new cruising flight level is going to be flight level 270.
Bahamas 230, runway 8 right, line up await, caution wake turbulence, landing up at 777.
Line up await, Bahamas
Jesus.
230, and we will be cautious of the 777 that just landed. Thank you, sir.
Dude, stop eating your mic.
Miami Tower, Spirit Wings 921. Is it alright if we take November? We forgot to hop on mic.
Jesus.
Sure thing. Delta
All right.
738, reback is correct, pushing start pass.
Alright, so flight level
correction,
380 is
expect
what we're
runway 8
planning
right for
today, I
departure
believe.
And advise ready for taxi.
Let's double check the SimBrief flight
Okay, we'll
plan.
expect the A-rate for departure, and we'll enter taxi.
Flight plan is 380, beautiful. And let's come on up here and let's just double check everything.
2622 heavy, welcome to
Everything
Miami.
is good,
Take
good. Packs off. Okay, 38.
We're going
This
to
is
go
all
to
good.
the Delta
All right.
28 or 27.
Let's come on down here to our flight plan, init ref index, pause init, KMIA, plug that in there. Come on over here, we're going to take GPS left,
November 9.
plug that in
November 9,
there.
American 2622.
Actually, I guess you don't need to do it. KMIA, plug this in here. And what is the ICO code? MMCZ. Mike Charlie Zulu. Plug that in there. Flight number is AMX. What are we, 740 today? Let's double check that. AMX 740. Let's plug that in there. Departures today. They might
So we're
be.
heading and clear for takeoff, 8 right, Bahamas 230.
So 08 left is what SimBrief has given us. He could give us 08 right. So let's actually go ahead and call for clearance right now.
Spirit Wings 981, runway 8 right, line up away.
Line up and wait 8 right. Spirit Wings 921.
And Miami Tower, Air Mexico 740. Looking to pick up IFR clearance, please, to Cozumel, Mexico.
Mexico 740, Miami Tower, roger. Clearance on request, standby.
Roger, Air Mexico 740. All right, we will wait for his because we filed for, well, we didn't plan for the runway. I think he's going to...
Bahamas 230, proceed direct to Virginia Key. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Have a good afternoon.
Frequency change approved, thank you, sir, and we're flying direct to Kilo Echo Tango Lima Lima. Thank you, sir.
That guy's loud, man.
Spirit Wings 981, wind 080 at 17, RNAV Seesaw, runway right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Seesaw, cleared for takeoff 8 right. Spirit Wings 981.
I'm sure he'll give us the glads too. Lowell's transition, then as filed. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the APU while we're waiting on him. Come on down here. Let's go to our NITREF page, menu, ground services. Do we have our chocks? No, we don't. Let's go ahead and plug those in. Chocks, ground power, don't need it.
Actually, wait, don't we already...
And Air Mexico
There we
740,
go.
I have your clearance. Advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy Air Mexico 740.
Air Mexico 740, clear to the Mike Charlie Zulu Airport by the Glades 2 departure, Lowell's transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure offline, squawk 6655.
Alright, so clear to Cozumel, Mexico via the GLADS 2 departure, Lowell's transition, and then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 380 10 minutes after departure. Departure's offline, squawking at 6655, Aero Mexico 740.
Air Mexico 740, readback is correct. Pushing turn at path discretion. Expect runway 8 right for departure and advise ready for taxi.
We'll advise ready for taxi. We'll expect 8 right for departure, Aero Mexico 740. Beautiful.
Wings 981.
There is our departure clearance. There's our
Over
clearance.
here, complex for ACC. See ya!
Jesus.
See ya.
Okay, so now let's, how do we still have power? Oh yeah, we had the APU on the whole time. I mean, I'm just getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so APU is on, and let's just double check that it's on. Yes, it's on. You can even hear it behind the airplane here. There it is. Boom. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on down here, and we're gonna plug in our weight. So let's go to doors. Doors open. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go to payload. First, let's go to fuel. So the block fuel we're going to need today on this flight
18 Miami Tower, hello,
is...
Princess Juliana Airport by the Colada 2
Everybody's going to
departure.
Princess Juliana.
Bid-tac transition,
today we are going to be
maintain
total
5,000.
So you know what?
Expect level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure,
Alright, let's turn him off right now just so I can focus. Let's go to total pounds, which is this here. And our fuel that we're going to need today, block fuel, is 18.3. So we'll put 18.4. I just want to have some extra. Plug that in there. 18,400 pounds of block fuel today. Return. Let's go to our payload. Our zero fuel weight is 111.4. We're going to do 111.7. Just to add that extra fuel. And that's going to give us a... what? 111.7. There we go. 91.4 load level. That gives us 7 in first, 95 in economy, and gives us quite a full load. It should be full cargo for forward and aft. Beautiful. Let's go to return. FMC index. Pause in it. We're here at Miami already. Go to departures. You gave us the GLADS 208 right. We're going to plug that in. GLADS 2, which is this guy here. Lowell's transition, this guy here. And we're going to go to route, activate, execute, and then from Lowell's, we're going to go to an airway, Yankee 196. Yankee 196. We're going to plug that guy in there. And then Kanoa, K-A-N-O-A, K-A-N-O-A. We're going to plug that guy in there. And then we got our last airway, which is actually, no, we have more airways. Uniform Bravo 646. Uniform Bravo 646. And then from there, Curvu. So we're going to plug in Curvu. And beautiful. From Curvu, we're going to our final airway, Uniform Bravo 764. Uniform Bravo 764 to CZM, which is Cozumel. CZM, let's plug that in there. And then that's going to be from CZM. We're going direct into Cozumel Airport. So we're going to execute that. Arrivals, we're going to plan for the RNAV 12 for right now. And then it's going to be direct. So we're just going to execute that. We're going to go to our legs page. We're going to make sure we're all connected here. All these waypoints look good, 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 good. No vectoring. There's a disco. We'll plug that in. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're cool. Index. Oops. Performance. Let's now see if we can get PACX. Not PACX. GSX. Go to request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Beautiful. And we're going to be doing... and Swiss. Let's just go to Allegiance. Is fine. There's our departure there. We're going to take a look at what our runway heading is, which is 93, I believe. It's not right. It's this guy here. All right, 08 right. So he's probably going to give us Mike and 92 is our departure.
Do you
Beautiful.
want a board crew?
So I'm going to go to 92 here. We'll bug that right away. Let's go to nobody. There we go.
Passengers boarding started.
Beautiful. And let's come on down here. Let's go to our zero fuel weight. Actually, we upped it, which was a 111.7. Plug in zero fuel weights there. Reserves fuels today for payload, block fuel, fin rest 4.7. Let's plug that in there. And then the reserves, whoops, 4.7. 4.7. Plug that in there. And then the cost index is 16. I want to get there quicker, so let's go to 50, and we might 55. We'll bump that up if we need to. 380 on the cruise. Just go to the overhead panel here, make sure the 380 is plugged in, which it is. And then we're going to execute that. We're also going to plug in our average wind component, which will put top of climb wind 276 at 3. 18,000 transition. Oops, what are we doing? We can debump down to 18. We only need 88. Climb is going to be, we're actually not going to derate the climb at all because we're going quite high up there at 38,000 feet. Flaps set to 5. CG 24.6, 5.59. V1 126. Rotate 126. V2 132. And let's go ahead and set this guy to 5.9. About right there. Yep. Looks good to me. Okay, so 126, 136 on this guy here. Let's plug him in. Boom. And then he said maintain 5,000. So let's go ahead. He's going to be... Let's see if there's any center. Let's see if there's any center, if we can get any VATSIM. No, it's just tower. So right when we take off, he's pretty much going to tell us to switch to advisory. So it's going to be head out departure, left turn,
I'm doing good.
and more than likely he's going to give us the takeoff to the RNAV Cozumel, I assume, but that's just an assumption. Okay, we're pretty much already up front here. The barometric pressure could probably be set just at a standard 200 for right now, which I believe it's 200 in Cozumel, by the way. And then we could just do that there. We don't need to do that. Let's plug that in there like that. Altimeter is still 3002. And looks like they're all ready for us back there. We're going to go ahead and turn our hydraulic pumps to the on position. We're going to come on down here. We're going to remove the chocks. Actually, no. What are we doing? They're still loading. Hello. We're going to go ahead and make sure those chocks are still there. Let's now go to... let's turn our packs to the on position. And yacht amper come to the on position. Still on APU power. Beautiful. Just waiting for our crew outside to complete their work. We don't need clearance for pushback, and then we're going to push ourselves back, facing... we'd be facing west, I believe. Yeah, facing west. And... yeah, because we're facing south, so we'll be facing that way, which should be west. And we should be good. Let's get those seatbelt signs to the on position. Let's plug in 6655 into our box here. So 6655. Go ahead and turn this guy to TA. We'll ident it. And let's also make sure that we are squawk mode Charlie on their frequency, which we are. Beautiful. Do a quick test here. Beautiful. Fire test. Oops. Good. Oxygen. Beautiful. All right, let's just wait for our crew outside. We'll remove our chocks. We'll call for push, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's see what time it is in the sim here. Let's go to weather. We're a little bit ahead of time. It's 11:08 in the sim, but right now it's 2:10 in real time, so we're a little bit early. I set the time a few hours earlier just because I just like flying earlier in the morning, so we'll leave it at that. We won't set it to real world time. Or should we? Screw it. Let's do it. Real world time, 2:10 in the afternoon. Well, 2:11 now. 2:11 in the afternoon. Beautiful. Couple hour layover here, which would be real world, actually. So cool. And let's just give a quick advisory to our crew and to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard Aeromexico Flight 740, service to Cozumel, Mexico. Flight time today is going to run us about an hour and 29 minutes in the air. From gate to gate should be about an hour and 57 minutes. We're going to be pushing back here a little bit early, hopefully, so we can get you into Cozumel a little early today. As for weather, we do have a little bit of active storms in the area. We're going to be dodging those as much as we can. So we're expecting a little bit of bumps on the departure out of here, but hopefully once we get above about 15 to 20,000 feet, it should smooth out very nicely. We do have a full flight today. We do appreciate your business and flying with Aeromexico. We know that you have a lot of choices when it comes to air travel, so we do sincerely appreciate your business today, and we will be pushing back here hopefully very shortly. We're already up front here, and sit back, relax, and we'll check back in with you in a little while. Cool. There's our message to the cabin, and now we're just waiting on the crew outside to complete, and we're going to be on our way. Let's go ahead and swap back over. Oops, that's 3. Sorry. 122.8. 122.8.
July flight level 290, flight level 310.
Oops, sorry about that. 310, please.
Roger that. Walker 3399, cleared to the LaGuardia Airport via the Alton 1 departure. Do some transition, then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is offline. Squawk 5741.
Okay, as filed for Walker 3399 at the Alton 5000, 310 and 10, squawking 5741.
Walker 3399, readback is correct. Pushing start at pilot's discretion.
Cool.
Spectrum runway 8 right for departure and advise right for taxi.
Okay, at 8
Shots
right,
removed.
we'll give you a call. Thank you, sir.
GSX, prepare for pushback and departure.
American
Yes.
218, runway 8 right, tags
Come on
via
down
Papa.
here. Make sure this door closes. Menu, FS action, ground services.
Delta
Return
738,
doors
wind
closed.
10012,
Thank you.
RNAV Jamba, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
And 1, take off. Okay.
And verify RNAV Jamba.
And RNAV Jamba for Delta.
These 2 guys are on. Beautiful.
Thank you.
All closed up outside.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
All right. So far, so good. Let's remove this. Okay, that's good there.
Locking gear.
All right, so we want nose right, tail left. This guy. Dude, you forgot to... Dude, did you... Let's go to nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
I think this guy forgot to turn off his parking brake or something.
Commencing push. all engines clear. Start at will.
7 Max-8 de Aeroméxico. A continuación, repasaremos las instrucciones de seguridad. Te invitamos a consultar el instructivo de seguridad frente a tu asiento.
Welcome aboard this Aeromexico 737 MAX aircraft. Let's go over our in-flight safety
fuel pump's going to
procedure.
the opposition.
Please review the safety card located in the seat back pocket in front of you.
Off.
Para abrochar el cinturón de seguridad, introduce la punta
Start valve
metálica
open,
dentro de
N2's
la
on
hebilla y
the
ajústalo. Para
rise.
desabrocharlo, levanta la parte superior de la hebilla. Siempre llévalo abrochado, sobre todo cuando la señal del
20%
cinturón esté encendida.
To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and tighten the strap. To unfasten, simply lift the lid. Always keep your seatbelt fastened, especially when the fasten seatbelt sign is on.
So cool.
Te invitamos a guardar tu equipaje de mano y artículos personales en los compartimientos superiores o debajo del asiento que está frente a ti. No debe haber ningún artículo frente a los asientos, en filas con salida de emergencia o frente a un mamparo. Por favor, deja libre el pasillo y las salidas de emergencia.
We invite you to store your personal
Nice livery there.
items in the overhead bins.
Engine number 1 over to ground. Engine number 2 has a good start.
Emergency exit row or at a bulkhead.
Start valve open and 2's on the rise.
In front of you. Please ensure that the aisle and emergency rows are clear of any objects.
En caso de pérdida de presión, las mascarillas de oxígeno caerán frente a ti.
Introduce
Para accionar
park
el
brake
filtro de
set.
oxígeno, jala la mascarilla más cercana. Colócala sobre
Go
la
ahead and let
bicicleta,
them know
estira
we
las
are
bandas
good.
hasta ajustarla y respira normalmente.
In the event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down. To activate the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it snugly over your nose and mouth. Pull on the straps to adjust and breathe normally.
Antes de ayudar a otros, coloca primero tu mascarilla.
Place your mask on first before assisting others with theirs.
En caso de emergencia, te pediremos tomar una posición de seguridad.
In the event of an emergency, assume the brace
All right, good start in
position.
engine number 1 and 2. Over to continuous. Let's go ahead and swap over.
Está prohibido fumar a bordo, incluso en los
Packs
baños.
on, isolation valve, beautiful, bleeds on,
The lavatories.
APU's
En
off,
caso de evacuación de
God dampers
emergencia,
on.
Delta 738, Miami Park draft line, frequency change advisories approved, have a good afternoon.
Recall checked, RTO 1, 2, and 3, flaps 5.
Belongings and follow the full path light. The light path leads to emergency exits.
Este avión cuenta con 8 salidas de emergencia, 2 en la parte posterior, 4 sobre el ala y 2 al frente. En caso de acuatizaje,
Roger,
únicamente
stand by, I'll have that
se
for you in just a
salidas,
moment.
4 sobre el ala y 2 al
American
frente.
218, wind 10012, RNAV, Jamba, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Localiza la más cercana a tu asiento y
Wait for her signal.
de seguridad para su apertura.
This aircraft has 8 emergency exits.
And Tiny
Two in the
152,
rear,
are you
4
just gonna
over the
position
wing,
on the runway and
2
hold?
in the front. In the event of a water landing, only 6 exits
Thank
will
you
be
so
used,
much. Have a
4
great
over
rest
the
of your
wing
day.
And 2 in the front. Some exits are equipped with a slide. You must remove your shoes before
Totally
using
keep
it.
forgetting the damn
Locate
block
the
time.
exit
Should have started
nearest
that.
to
We'll
you
add 5
and
minutes to
review
that.
the safety instructions card and how to open it.
En caso de acuatizaje, utiliza el
This is all
chaleco
set, this is
salvavidas.
set,
Se encuentra
set,
debajo
set.
de tu
Stand by, I'll
asiento
have
o bajo
to
el
about,
descansabrazo
30
central.
seconds.
In the event of a water landing, take your life vest with you. It's located inside a pouch underneath your
All right,
seat
she's
or
good.
the central armrest.
Para usarlo, pasa la cabeza a través de la abertura del chaleco, inserta la punta en la hebilla y jala la cinta para ajustarlo. Una vez fuera del avión, jala la placa roja para inflar el chaleco salvavidas. En caso de que no se infle, utiliza el tubo lateral. El dispositivo de iluminación
Miami
se
Tower,
activará
Aeromexico
automáticamente
740,
en
ready to
contacto
taxi,
con el
runway
agua.
8
To
right.
use it, place it over your head. Insert the tip into the and adjust by pulling on the
Aeromexico 740, runway 8 right, taxi November 9, and Mike, altimeter 3000.
Inflate blow into the tube to inflate it. The life vest lighting device
All right.
is water activated.
All right, we'll taxi November 9 and then to Mike, altimeter 3000, Aeromexico 740.
Your electronic
All right,
device
cool.
My apologies, November 8, Mike.
November 8 Mike to Mike to runway 8 right, Aeromexico 740.
La pantalla y el descansapiés y ajusta tu cinturón.
In preparation for takeoff
All right, November
and landing,
8.
make sure your seat back is in the upright
Right
position.
here.
Your footrest, tray, and screen
Auto throttle
are
coming to the
safety
opposition.
set, and your seatbelt is fastened.
Si tienes alguna duda,
Let's go ahead and do a
consulta un
quick flight
sobrecargo.
control
If
check.
you have any questions, do not
Left,
hesitate to
right,
contact a
up,
flight attendant.
down.
Todo el equipo de Aeroméxico estamos trabajando para brindarte la mejor experiencia en tu vuelo.
The entire Aeromexico team wishes you a pleasant flight.
So this is November 8th, and then Mike should be right. Wait, is Mike right here? Where's Mike? This is November 8th, and this is Mike right here. So let's just double check that.
Block 2334.
Yeah, this is Mike coming up here.
2334,
Connie 152, repositions approved. Runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Connie 152, repositioning, 8 right, line up and wait.
American 1023, runway 8 right. You can follow the Air Mexico 737 at your probably 1 to 2 o'clock.
What happened to this guy here? Oh. What kind of livery is that? Walker Air? I don't know what country that's airline's in. So we'll taxi about 15 to 20. Runway turnoffs are on, beautiful. Got these guys
and,
on.
Miami Tower, Walker 3399, we're ready to taxi. We're over at the Delta gates here, our Concourse Delta.
Walker 3399, roger. Runway 8 right, taxi by November 6, Mike, hold short of November. Or correction, hold short of Mike.
I'm sorry, I caught over to 8 right, November 6, and...
Alright, Walker 3399, runway 8 right, November 6, Mike, hold short of Mike at November 6.
It's quite the taxi.
Okay, over to 8 right, November 6, Mike, hold short, Mike 6. Walker 3399, thanks.
And American 218, frequency change to advisory approved. Have a good afternoon.
I appreciate you. You have a good one, brother.
See ya. And Connie 152, wind 100 at 12, RNAV Seesaw, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Seesaw, clear for takeoff, runway 8 right, Aeromexico 740.
RNAV Seesaw, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, Connie 152.
I don't think there's a livery for this one. It's like a 737-700. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's the. It could be the 800. No, I think it's the 800. Let's pay attention here. Where are we going? Alright, so we're pretty much on board. Let's look at the departure. Beautiful. There's our hold short bars. Make sure we don't want to pass those. Miami Tower, Aeromexico 740, holding short, runway 8 right. Landing lights in the on position.
Aeromexico 740, roger, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait 8 right, Aeromexico 740. Alright, you heard the man. We're going to be flying the departure here. LNAV, VNAV's coming on. A little heavy, it's taking the engines quite a bit of work here to get us up and running. Joystick cam's going on. Turn this guy to TARA. Boom. 8 right confirmed.
And Connie 152, frequency change to advisors approved. Have a good afternoon.
Let's see, we got frequency 122.8.
152.
Beautiful, good. 5,000 they said.
Air Mexico 740, wind 10012, RNAV seesaw, runway right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, RNAV seesaw, clear for takeoff, runway 8 right, Aeromexico 740. Throttle's up to 40. Put
Walk
that yoke down a little bit.
1748, Miami Tower, you up?
Engines stable. And Toga. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. Power set.
Airspeed's alive.
Check. Turn those sounds up a little bit.
Roger.
Neutral.
American 1023, wind 10012, RNAV Jamba, runway right, cleared for takeoff.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Verify RNAV Jamba.
You're up. You said RNAV seesaw.
Fox 1748, you up? American 1023, I need to hear you say RNAV Jamba. I need to verify your first fix. You don't hit the other guy in front of you.
Flaps 2. Okay.
Alright, say your first fix. It should be Jamba.
Those engines kicked in a little bit there. These guys are coming off.
Thank you.
Those winds.
Walker 3399,
Miami Tower, up.
And flash 1. Downtown Miami here. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's turn on the autopilot because I definitely want to see some views here.
And Air Mexico 740, frequency change to advisories approved. Have a good afternoon.
Alright, we'll go to advisory. Thanks for the ATC, Aero Mexico 740. Alright, flaps clean.
Walker 3399, winds 100 at 12, RNAV seesaw, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Autopilot's on.
Okay, clear for takeoff. 8 right, RNAV, seesaw. Thank you.
Frequency 122.8. It's 5,000. Let's go ahead and bug up. 36, since we're on advisory. 38, excuse me. Flaps clean, gear locked. Joystick cam going off. Got Miami down here. Take a look at this side of the airplane. Absolutely beautiful. Screaming out of Miami, screaming. Take a look at the departure here. So we need to be at Gazer at 5,000, but we're passing that, so we're not doing that. Because we are on advisory. If we were on departure, we would have to stay at 5,000 all the way up to Gator. See, it says 5,000 with the 2 bars here. We'd have to stay there. That's why he said maintain 5,000, top altitude 5,000. But since we're on advisory and there's nobody controlling us, we could just move on up to our cruise at 380. $10,000 feet. Landing lights to the opposition. These guys are off. Call checked. Let's take a look here. Engine bleeds on, packs to the auto position, landing gears up and locked, flaps are clean. Engine mode selectors off, all these lights are good. Recall check good, 38,000, cruising on up. There we have it, folks. A little bumpy. Definitely bumpy.
Lauderdale traffic, 104 Foxtrot, returning one base, 10 left Lauderdale.
Okay, let's see if we have any center that we can, that's come online. Nope, no center.
Fort Lauderdale traffic, Allegiant 532 over Holland for a 20-mile
We
final.
do have a little bit of traffic.
Fort Lauderdale traffic.
May enter a little bit of center.
And Lauderdale traffic, 140 Foxtrot, returning final, 10 left, 2.5 miles Lauderdale.
Which is, I don't know the name of that center. MUFH? I'm not sure what MUFH is.
And I'm sorry, 709, what was that, Dickie?
Beautiful Everglades here. Absolutely love this airplane.
United 709, how far already?
About 713 miles from Holland.
I think what my issue was is I got so busy there for a second after takeoff that I retracted flaps 5, especially with the winds. I retracted flaps 5 way too early, which caused the airplane to slow and to lose lift and to drops with the flaps dropping. There we have 18,000. Let's go ahead and go to standard. With the flaps dropping and losing lift, especially with the winds we had. Yep. That it makes total sense why we gotta stall there for a second. But pitching the nose down, we quickly recovered, and it didn't get any worse than that. And I totally forgot to start the time. I swear, this is just, no matter what, I always tell myself, remember, and I always forget.
Fort Lauderdale traffic, Allegiant 532, 15-mile final, ILS 10 left, Fort Lauderdale.
So block time is about 20 minutes now, and we're about 6 minutes into the flight, 7 minutes into the flight, so whatever we end up here, we'll add 6 to 7 minutes here, we'll add about 5 minutes here. Okay. That's the view I'm looking for. Alright, let's take a look at our departure here. It's crazy. We're supposed to be at 5,000 here. Transition is lulls, so we're making our left here. Once we get to Glads, we're making a left. Shack. Alright, let's take a look at the weather. Let's take a look at the weather in Cozumel. Altimeter 29er, 89er. Got a little bit of clouds, 25. 93 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty warm. Scattered clouds. Towering cumulonimbus at 1,500 feet. Broken at 25,000. Oh. Winds aren't too bad. 7 knots. Okay. We'll see what the weather does when we get closer. There is a small cell just north of Cozumel. So we'll see how it pans out. I was wondering, what airport is this? It's like out in the middle of just the center of the Everglades here. I wonder if it's an airport for, like, maybe if there's fires or something going on here. They need planes to be able to put out the fires. I have no idea. Tampa's probably way over here. Once we get to lulls, I'm gonna take a break, which I actually need, by the way, and probably make another cup of coffee, turn on some music, and switch up the views for you guys as we're in cruise until we get closer. So that'll be the plan. .78 nautical miles till our top of climb, that is. .380. Actually, we have fuel in the center tanks here we could use. Go ahead and start using that center fuel. Our left turn, pretty much out of the departure at this point. There we have it. Now we're heading to Wigna, 38.1 or 30. Wow, we're moving quickly. 37 nautical miles to Wigna. Wigna. Folks from the flight deck here, this is Gavin speaking. Moving our way up to 38,000 feet for our final cruise. As you can see, we're still experiencing some bumps here and there. Seatbelt sign is going to remain on probably till we get to cruise, as it's a little bit, the bumps are a little bit worse than we anticipated. So the seatbelt sign, unfortunately, is going to stay on. We need everybody to be in their seats with their seatbelts securely fastened, and that includes our flight attendants. Thank you. water here looks... It's pretty cool how Microsoft is able to change the water in correspondence to where the sun is. That's something X-Plane was never able to do. Something X-Plane wasn't able to do is levels of these clouds. For example, the clouds here, X-Plane was never able to... I don't think X-Plane was ever able to mesh clouds at different levels that were different types of clouds. They always had clouds. You could get clouds at different levels, but never a different looking cloud. It was always just the same look of each cloud, just at different levels. To where Microsoft, they're able to give you like a flat layer cloud, a cumulonimbus cloud, you know, they're able to make the clouds look different at each flight level, which is pretty incredible. And the water masking by Microsoft is very well done. Where in X-Plane, you need a bunch of add-ons to make the water look like that. So once we hit top of climb, I'll step away from the pit and we'll turn on some music, and I'll change some camera views as we carry on throughout the flight. And yeah. Still quite bumpy though, that's for sure. There's actually a camera view that I have not set yet. That would be number 9. So what we can do is actually, let's go ahead and set that right now. Let's actually make a rear inside camera, rear right wing view. Maybe about this. No, we're actually all the way in the very back. Actually go to here. Maybe about right here is good. This row. Let's go what about right there? That looks pretty good. And let's go to Control-Alt-9er. And that gives us our view right there. Beautiful. FPS has been absolutely outstanding on today's stream. Go to cruise. 37 nautical miles till we hit 380. Alright, go get and remove these guys. Turn on this camera view here. Alright, folks, I'm going to step away. Enjoy the rest of the flight. I'll check back in with you in a little bit. It looks like I'm getting called, guys. Let me head up to the front here. Turn this guy down a little bit. Call me 124550. One two four 124550 124550. MUFH? I don't even know what. Oh, it's Havana Center. Okay. Havana Center. Aeromexico 740 with you. Flight level 380.
Mexico 740, Havana Spencer, good day, sir. Maintain flight level 380.
Okay, we'll maintain flight level 380, Aeromexico 740. Okay, we're just going to be with him a few, probably like 10 minutes, if that. No, maybe a little longer than that.
Flat Center Air Transat 433, radio check.
Transat 433, Havana Center, radio flight, go ahead.
Havana Center Air Transat 433 was only doing a radio check, thank you.
Obrigado.
Havana Center Air Transat 433, we would be ready with our clearance if you're the one giving it to us.
Transat 433, copy sir. Clear to... Oh, standby. Transat 433, clear to Montreal Airport. Via IMUPA arrival, I confirm, IMUPA departure, 8 transition. Active runway 06, flight level 380 is approved. Set squad 0311.
Alright, so Air Transat is cleared to Montreal via the IMUPA on departure, transition 8 bits with transition, and then the flight level 380 and the squawk is 0311. Air Transat 433.
Transat 433, read back, correct? Call me ready for pushback and start.
We'll call you back ready for pushback and start. Transat 433, thank you.
Correct. American 757, now waiting in the next sector, leaving airspace, significant approved. Have a nice day.
Over to the Unicom, thanks. Have a good day yourself. American 757.
Correct.
What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to remove CMZ to the flight plan. It's causing the issue here. CZM. So let's go to legs. Let's go to the tippity top here. CZM right there. So we're going to take this. We're going to plug it right on top of CMZ. Execute that. And we're going to take out our steps now. There we go. Comes in right. And to be honest with you, coming about right here is on the other side. It's about right here. So we'll get a nice little view of the coast of Playa del Carmen. This is probably Playa del Carmen's airport. Get a nice little view of Playa del Carmen. We'll make our left turn and come in, unless we get ATC and they give us direction, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, make our left turn into our RNAV, approach 12 right. And with the runway distance, which I believe is about 8,858 when it comes to feet, 8,858 feet, definitely going to be on medium brake. So we can just plug that in now. If we come on over here to our map, almost now, still have a while. If we go to cruise, I have 101 nautical miles until 100 nautical miles till we get to our top of descent. So nice little update for you guys, and I'll check back in with you in a little bit.
control. Good day. American 925 with new transition 0 outbound Lul.
American 925 Havana Center, good day, sir. Head squad 0360.
0630, American 925.
I confirm 0360. 0360.
0360, American 925.
Correct. American 925 radar contact, descend flight level 170, flight direct entry.
Second for 925.
Yes, sir. Descend flight level 170 and flight direct entry.
Okay. Do you want me to descend right now?
Yes, sir. Descend 170. Start descent now and flight direct entry. Echo November Tango Romeo Yankee.
Okay. Descend at 170 and direct entry. American 925. Thank you.
Correct.
And Havana Center Air Transat 433, we are ready for pushback and flight.
Transat 433, pushback and start approved.
Pushback is approved for Air Transat 433.
That's correct, sir. Pushback and start approved. And Transat 433.
Roger, Air Transat 433.
Aeromexico 740 when ready, descend flight level 220. Flight level 220 at your discretion. Correct.
All right, quite the early descent. I didn't think I was still muted there, sorry. Yeah, quite the early descent. We're still 57 nautical miles till top of descent, but he gave us 220 for descent. And we will VS that to 77, Mach 77, and we'll do probably go to 1,500 feet per minute. Nice and steady.
American 179, Havana Center, hello sir, set squawk 0351. Correct. American 179er, con contacto radar. Espere llegada a Entry 1 para pista 06 a La Habana. Correcto, correcto señor, corrección, llegada a Entry 4. Llegada a Entry 4 para pista 06 y LS. Correcto. American 179, señor, si lo desea puede volar de presente posición directo a Entry. Correcto. American 925, contact Savannah Terminal 120.3, continue descending flight level 040.
Okay, descend 040 and contact approach 120.3, thank you.
Correct. Mexico 740, leaving my airspace, frequency can have proof. Have a nice day.
Okay, thanks so much for the ATC. Have a good one, Aero Mexico 740.
Thank you.
All right, we'll switch to advisory. .8. What are we distant-wise here? We're about... So we're about almost, 92 nautical miles. So that's quite the distance. So we're going to hold at 2,000 here. He had us descend early, which is probably going to throw us right into the weather. As you can see, the coast of... already starting to get bumpy a little bit. The coast of Mexico here, Cozumel, Cancun is over here somewhere. So, yeah, let's see if we have any. Yeah, there's no ATC there. There's our 1,000-footer. So what we're going to do is when we hold at 2,000, we're going to VNAV. So we'll hold at 2,000. We'll once this comes back to where it's supposed to be in our path, then we'll VNAV, and that'll give us our path down. So as you can see, this is starting to come back a little bit. And we can go ahead and let... So it's at 2,000 now. Can we do speed intervention? Okay. Mach 7.3 is fine. Yeah, we're looking at some weather here. As we can see, the weather in Cozumel, let's do a refresh on the charts. 40 at 10, so the weather has changed a little bit. Altimeter is 2988, and conditions thunderstorms. So, broken cumulonimbus clouds at 1,500 feet, broken at 25,000. Thunderstorms. So that's going to be interesting. Let's go to VATSIM. And I mean, I'm not really seeing... I mean, there's a thunderstorm. There's a small cell passing through Cozumel right now. But it'll probably... It's just a passing storm. So it probably won't even be there when we get there. I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, this guy's coming back real quick. So we're going to go ahead and drop this guy to 4. We'll take 6. We're on altitude hold right now, which is good. Here it comes. And there it's dropping. We're going to go to VNAV. That'll give us our managed speed. It's dropping us, and it's already starting to drop us. Beautiful. So let's go down to 3,000. All right, let's get all set up here. It's probably going to be another sporty arrival. Drag required. Let's go ahead and pull some speed brakes out. All right, let's go to our knit rev page. Definitely gonna want flaps 30 on this one. 30 at 129. And if we look at the weather, I believe it was 7. So go ahead and remove that. And weather is 7. It's actually 10. Okay, wind correction at 10 knots. Minimums, I believe, are 200. We're doing RNAV 12. So let's go to flights, select approaches. RNAV 12, VOR, RNAV 12, this guy. Add to final. See, there it is. We're removing this guy. So let's go to remove that. So that gives us our path that we're on now up to CZ 519, and that just gives us our slope down, even though it's not an ILS. Now, the charts for this is, it's an RNAV, so we need 500 feet. So we're going to be on a barometric pressure, 500 feet. 18.5 is actually standard here. 18,500, I believe, is what the transition is for Mexico. So let's go to 500 here for barometric pressure. Barometric pressure 500 feet, which will be our decision. And the altimeter once again. So 500 and the altimeter is a 2988, that is. So 2988. All right, so we're pretty much on path. All right, turn some sounds up here. All right, let's set our brakes to 2. Let's come on over here to pressurization is set. Actually, what is the altitude here? It's 15, so we can keep that set where it's at 50. And recall has been done. Auto brake set to 3. VREF minimums 500. Altimeter is checked 2988, and our VREF is 130. Flaps 30 at 129. Wind correction 10 knots. And we're going to come on down to our approach briefing is complete. Altimeter's already set. Engine set to continuous at 10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. We're starting our final approach into Cozumel, Mexico. As you can see, we're experiencing some bumps at the moment. We are expecting some more bumps on the arrival. There's some scattered thunderstorms in the area. Hopefully it'll pass before we get there, but we are expecting some bumps on this arrival. We're going to be landing on runway 12, and the weather in Cozumel currently is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd be 34 Celsius. We do have some winds out of the north at 10 knots. Below 10,000 feet, we're going to ask our flight attendants to please be seated with their seatbelts securely fastened for safety. And we do appreciate you flying with Aero Mexico today. We hope to see you on another flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. There we have it. There's Cozumel Airport right there, I think. No, that's Cozumel Airport. Not Cozumel, Cancun. There's Cancun International Airport. Okay. Let's pay attention here, as this is going to get a little interesting. If the weather is too bad, we may have to just divert over to Cancun. Alternate destination. MMUN. Okay. Beautiful. It's getting bumpy. Temperature is 22, so we're not going to need any anti-ice. We probably should be doing an ILS approach on this, but I don't think Cancun has an ILS. They only have an RNAV. 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn these guys on. Landing lights to the on position. Wing lights coming on. All right, we're going to do a replay on this one. Let's double check that altimeter again. 117 on the approach course. Spoilers out a little bit. On the speed brake. We're a little high. .28, 29. Speed brakes. VNAV. Are we on advisory? 122.8. Flaps 1, please. Speed brake armed. Recall checks. Some more speed brakes. Cancun traffic, Aeromexico 740, getting ready to land runway 12. Cozumel traffic. Okay, slow down enough. Double check our altimeter. And 29er88 checks. Flaps 2. Joystick cams going on. Let's drop that altitude so it doesn't hold us. Let's take it to 400 feet. Let's go ahead and bug it. 117. Flaps 5. About 2,600 feet, gear down. Auto brake set to medium. Oh, look at this approach, boys. Woo. Gear down 3 green. Beautiful. Gear down 3 green. Flaps 10. Cozumel traffic, Aeromexico 740, setting up the RNAV, approach 12 for landing. Cozumel traffic. See the runway? I think it's raining down there. It is. Flaps 15. Let's get fully lit up here. Get our speed brake armed. Speed brake armed. Gear down 3 green. Flaps set 25. Speed brake 2. All our lights are lit up. We clear to land. Given our advisory, we'll give one more. And let's go ahead and let the crew know we're just about ready. Thousand feet stable. Flaps 30. All right, let's go to record. Cozumel traffic, Aeromexico 740 landing at runway 12. Final approach, Cozumel traffic. Alright, final advisory's been given. My airplane.
Approaching minimums. 500. Minimums.
My throttle. Continue.
400.
Alright, we're a little low.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Power cut. Nose down. Reversers. Over to manual braking. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cancun. Excuse me, to Cozumel. Let's just vacate here to the left. And before we clean up or do anything, we want to check out the replay. So let's go ahead and stop the replay there, and let's go ahead and check out the replay. Joystick cam's going off, and let's check this replay out. Look at the water, it looks so beautiful. Oh, we'll take it. A little bit firm. Very nice. All right, we'll do another one. Let's go outside here. Take a look at the outside view. Water looks amazing. Oh, that's a beautiful shot right there when it comes over the water like that. Beautiful. So good. Little off center. Hold it, hold it. Nose down gently. Maintain the center line. A little bit tweaked to the left. Other than that, we'll take it. Do two more, so we'll come on over here, we'll reset this guy. I can't get over this water. This water looks real. I mean, just absolutely stunning. Beautiful. All right, we will do one more. We'll do a GoPro view here. Let's remove this, guys. Turn this down just a little bit. Look at the weather, how it's coming off like that. Absolutely stunning. And look at the FPS. 92 FPS while I'm streaming right now. Unbelievable. Got a little bit low here. There we go. Corrected there. So beautiful. This is Freeware too, by the way. All right, that'll conclude our replays. These guys can come off, this guy can come off, these guys can come on. We'll keep our landing lights on for right now as we're gonna be back taxiing on the runway here. We'll make our advisory as well. APU can be fired up. Taxi light, we'll turn that guy on as well. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and retract our flaps. This guy can go off. Aeromexico 740 Cozumel traffic, back taxiing runway 12 to gate. Alright, cleaned up the aircraft. Flight director can go off here. Flight director off. Let's turn him back to plan. Turn that guy down. Oh, we're already up here. Okay. I thought we were supposed to go up further, but here's the gate here to the left. I believe we're going to be... I think we're ramp 4. Yes. Follow me, car. Nope. Aeromexico, please. Thank you. Handled by Aeromexico. And there's our crew waiting on us right now. APU should be available, which it is. I'm gonna fire that guy up. Actually, we'll keep the APU bleed off until we shut down. Number 4 is what we want. And before we call it, we'll take a cruise around in the drone cam, take a look at this Freeware scenery. Aeromexico. Got the towers done too. Done very nice. What is this guy doing directly in my way? Hey, can you tell him to move? Thank you. How are you driving yourself? There's nobody in here. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Great flight, weather, scenery, beautiful, great landing. GSX parked perfectly. He's telling me to cut the engines. Engine number 1, engine number 2. APU bleeds going off. Engine bleeds going off. It is warm here. He's going to give us a dance. Thank you so much. And fuel pumps to the off position. Whoops. Sorry about that, guy. I should have turned off all my lights. That's my bad. Sorry that I literally, like, blinded you completely there. We'll go ahead and turn off seatbelt signs. All that's coming off. All this is coming off. Come on upstairs here. This is coming off. Probe heat's going to the opposition. And then we're going to take it just to completely shut it down. We'll go ahead and remove this guy. Emergency arms lights are going to go to the opposition. Bats going off as well. And standby power. So we're completely cold and dark. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
And let's watch GSX do its magic. All right, let's fire up the drone cam. Keep as default. Return.
Passengers deboarding.
Showcase. Reset position. Take it about right there is fine. Got our guy here waiting. Got the, I assume this is the manifesto. This is our first passenger. I love how the rear, with GSX, the rear staircase always has the overhead. I don't know why the front one doesn't, but the rear always has the overhead. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. They don't have a door over here. I wish they did, but I just created it just to go there, pretending like there's a door. I believe this is the terminal. Yeah, it is. I've been at this airport, and this is the terminal here, the main terminal. Absolutely awesome. This is the last of our passengers right here. This lady here. Yep. And we'll take a cruise around. Freeware, by the way. So there's no inside the tower that's modeled. Parking lot looks pretty cool. Guess this is just some facility work. What has he got over here? Oh yeah, just some extra equipment for storage. Very cool. Fire crew. Awesome. I wonder if the trucks are really yellow. Probably GA warehouse here. Got a gas area here. It's probably maybe the gas for all the fuel. I don't know if it's for city or for the airport. This is the GA parking here. So this is all the scenery here. I don't know what this is here. Is this like... Oh, it's probably some like signature parking or something. Yeah, we could deboard both of them.
Crew deboarding starting.
Yeah, probably signature, private jet, chartered flights, I assume. Or a little hospital or facility here. That looks pretty cool. I wonder if that's really there. And then you've got the other runway here, which I think is used mostly for GA. I don't really know. But we'll check it out. Let's come on over here. So they drive down here for this signature parking or signature departures. And he modeled all this too. Look at this. He modeled it all the way up to here. And obviously this is all Microsoft default scenery. He even modeled this hotel, the Morgan Resort. Wow, look at that. That looks so dope. I think I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. Let me remove my FPS. Yeah, I need a screenshot of that. And he modeled this resort too, whatever it is. Wow, so good. I mean, the guy put a pool here. I mean, freeware, guys. I'd probably pay for this. I'd say this is $10, in my opinion. If he charged $10, I'd pay $10 for this. Super cool. Then he modeled some like little small huts over here. What are these? Like little... You know what these are? Yep, fantastic scenery. Absolutely fantastic. And here's Cozumel City.
Pilots deboarding starting.
There's our crew. Flight attendants usually get off first, or they always get off first. So the pilots are the last people to get off. And that's pretty much it. That's it from me today, guys. It was a great stream. Quite a long stream. I think we've been streaming for what, about 3.5, 4 hours now? Let's take a look at the time. And once again, I forgot to clock the arrival. We have been live for 3 hours and 33 minutes. So quite the day of flying. It was a fun one. I really enjoyed that stream. Probably one of the best streams I've had in a long time. Aeromexico, PMDG, 737-600. Started off in Key West. Had rocky weather the whole way to Miami. Had ATC the whole way. Even though it wasn't full ATC, at least we had ATC and we were talking to people. From Miami all the way down to Cozumel International Airport to enjoy this beautiful freeware. That you can go, I don't remember the name, I can't remember who the developer is, but just go to flightsim.to and type in MMCZ and this will be the first thing to pop up, and go download it and plug it in to your community folder. I appreciate all the support and all the people that have been viewing the streams. Just trying to make my little flight simulator niche channel grow as much as I possibly can. Thanks so much for flying along with me today. I hope to see you guys on the next flight, which will be tomorrow. And I don't know where we're going, but if anything, it's going to be a good one. Maybe a long haul. We'll see. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.